all the time. Yeah. I'll dial this back a hair. I'm not facing the camera ever, but that's fine. How about that?
We just face each other.
This is cool.
That's great. All right, we're rolling.
All right.
Episode 1001. You want to tell them what happened to the other?
Yeah. Welcome to episode 1001, everybody. Thanks to all the listeners that have been here listening to us for the last 10 years, guys. Somehow we deleted the first 1,000 episodes. But we changed the name of the podcast from the Joe Rogan Experience to Kissing Cousins. It's a working title. We're not sure about it yet, but it feels right.
Definitely feels right. This one might stick.
Especially when you kiss your cousin.
Yeah.
Feels great. Feels great on the tongue. And I'd like to give a toast to the creator of Abs for Alcoholics, my co-host, Benjamin De Laurentiis, who is my cousin, who I have kissed. And my name's Bo Morgan. This episode is not brought to you by Tin Cup because they don't sponsor us in any way, shape, or form. But we do appreciate bourbon, alcohol donations, and monetary donations as well.
And I'll take coffee because, ironically enough, as the creator of Abs for Alcoholics, I have, as of 9 days ago, put the bottle entirely down. I haven't had a sip in 9 days. That's a record for me. I haven't gone that long in about 14 years.
14 years.
Yes.
And you're only 16, right?
16 going on 40, baby.
Correct. Interesting. This actually doesn't taste bad. Normally, I was fully prepared to dump some Pepsi Cola in this to sweeten the deal. My poor liver is not the creator of Abs for Alcoholics. We were out last night dancing, drinking. Nashville, Tennessee, Tin Roof on Demonbrium. Do you know how to say that word?
Demonbrium.
Demonbrium with an N at the end.
Demonbrium, that's how they know if you're a real Nashviller or not.
Yeah.
Because the out-of-towners will call it Demon Brawn.
That's what, when I didn't live here, that's what I called it.
I call it Demon Brion, too.
Yeah. It's weird, right? Mm-hmm. Demonbrium. Huh.
Mm. So you also wanted to do a word from our sponsors?
Yeah.
Today is January 17th.
January 17th.
2020.
The year of our Lord. So, yeah, now a word from our sponsors. January 17th, AA, thought for the day. It doesn't do much good to come to meetings only once in a while and sit around hoping to get something out of the program. That's all right at first, but it won't help us very long. Sooner or later, we have to get into action by coming to meetings regularly, by giving a personal witness of our experience with alcohol, and by trying to help other alcoholics. Hence him. Building a new life takes all the energy we used to spend on drinking. That's true. Am I spending at least as much time and effort on the new life that I'm trying to build in AA? That's the question.
I'm not really such an AA guy. My mother got me the book. She was so proud of me stopping drinking. The real reason I stopped drinking is because I'm having was having problems with the girlfriend, the muse, and I would get wasted and call her all these names that apparently I guess is how I feel deep down, suppressed kind of things. But when I'm not drunk,
to get drunk and beat my wife.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I said I was going to do it. I said I have the strength to just cut out my favorite thing, sacrifice, and that's what I've done.
I thought that was masturbation.
That's my second favorite thing.
That's next.
That's not going anywhere.
That's true. Well, and the rest of this page, it is actually, I believe, I didn't realize that AA is a faith-based organization.
Faith-based, but it's non-denominational. It's just about a higher power.
Okay, cool.
Give us some wisdom. Drop some wisdom on us.
I noticed that they say the word God here, and I feel like out of respect to our Buddhist listeners, we probably shouldn't. Because we do have a giant Buddhist population.
No, the Buddhists are not that sensitive. You can drop it on them.
All right, let's see. I got to go back to the right day.
Because I'm curious.
17th, correct? Mm-hmm. Meditation for the day. With God's help, I will build a protective screen around myself, which will keep out all evil thoughts. That's nice. I will fashion it out of my attitude towards God towards my attitude with God and my attitude toward other people. When one worrying or impatient thought enters my mind, I will put it out at once. I know that I love and trust are the solvents for the worry and frets of life. I will use them to form a protective screen around me. The only thing that made any sense to me is the protective screen. I guess maybe that's the way I read it. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, I actually do know how to read. And I'm actually not drunk.
Not yet.
So,
It'd be
sips
nice
in.
during the episode. It'd be nice to watch you get drunk and me just get jacked up on this coffee.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
We'll have to think of a good name. Cracking drunk? That's too easy. But you getting jacked on crack. Get the crack jack. Cracker Jacks.
That's not bad.
I think that's a brand. Tell you what we should do. We should make a snack. Call it Cracker Jacks. Hear me out here. Put it in a box and put a free little prize in every box.
Like a little ring or something, like a mood ring.
I was exactly thinking that.
Well, why
Genius.
don't you talk about where we are, what we're doing, what our plans are, what our goals are now that we both lived in Nashville together.
Nashville, Tennessee, and it's 2020. So, the slogan for this year, 2020 vision. I'm sure you've seen that.
I've heard.
Hashtag 2020 vision, which is kind of cool. I was listening to, and I will answer your thought here in just a second, but I was watching an episode of Rogan the other day, which now that I am not driving a tractor trailer anymore, I don't get much opportunity to do. So it's really nice. Well, it's not really nice, actually, not listening to that knowledge.
But he's our direct competition also.
No, there's no competing with that guy. But yeah, no, I love that guy. I feel like I've gained so much knowledge over the years, like a doctorate in some sort of bullshit non-knowledge from listening to every episode of that podcast for the last 6 years.
You learned a lot about bear attacks.
Bear attacks, human cyborgs, Elon Musk.
I love Joe Rogan, just so we're clear.
Teslas, weightlifting, health and science, Dr. Rhonda Patrick, bow hunting, Cameron Haynes, marathon running. I mean, you go on.
We're going to lose all of our socialist listeners talking about Rogan.
Well, we'll have to talk about Putin a little bit and get them back.
There you go.
I don't know what socialism means.
I think it's Bernie Sanders' thing, which Bernie Sanders is on Rogan, so never mind. I guess it's all fair game. He's pretty well-rounded, which is how our podcast is going to be very well-rounded.
Like a circle.
Because, of course, I'm a flaming liberal, and you are a diehard right-wing alt-righter.
Trump 2020, baby.
And see, I'm still with her. I'm hoping for a miracle that she'll just jump right back in.
She's coming back. She's making a comeback. She's going to drain the swamp, I was told. I think that's the catchphrase for this year.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. That's how they do it. Oh, so anyway, yeah. We are both now in Nashville, Tennessee, full-time residents. And so a little history about the boys here. If you missed the first 1,000 episodes, we literally have been, I think we met when you would have been 3 months old. I was 2 days old.
Yeah.
Or something like that. There's a picture of us laying as babies together. And then throughout our lives, there are a series of pictures of us together as well. One of which I've been carrying in my wallet my entire life. Picture of us in a stroller, little double stroller together. So, but oddly enough, we both ended up being songwriters to some degree. You much more famous than I am. Me, not so much of a songwriter, more of a folk hip-hop singer.
But you're much more famous online because you are a marketing whiz kid.
No. Anyone can buy fake followers. It's not that expensive.
You're still a marketing whiz kid. That's all part of the thing. You got to sell an image.
Sell that image. Fake it till you make it. Mm-hmm. Just like in the porno business. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so we always have wanted to we lived together briefly in Lynchburg, right out of high school, which is always a terrible idea.
Lynchburg, Virginia, just south of Charlottesville.
Yeah, in case you've never been to the most racist city in America. Isn't that crazy that got known for that?
Named after General Lynch.
Really?
I don't know. This has just been rumored among the Israelis that I travel with. They say, we're going to go to Lynchburg.
They've got really odd southern accents for being Israeli.
That's their
guys.
Israeli take on it.
That's silly. I like it.
But yeah, Charlottesville is on the map because of that. Because those racists.
Most racist city in America. And you would have never, seriously, like from where I live to go to Charlottesville, you and I both know that's considered a classy area.
Oh yeah,
because the town I live in has no stoplights.
A couple hundred of the hardcore racists just drove up there. They carpooled up there.
They brought them in on buses, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard people saw the buses because it's not a race. It's a very liberal college town.
Seriously, like way more liberal than where I live or lived. Yeah. Past tense. I almost said lived plural. Lived plural.
It's one of the most lib cities in Virginia. So don't be afraid to go there,
Yeah. Unless you're black or Jewish,
the
don't go
racists.
there then. They'll chase you down the street.
They welcome both racist and social justice warriors.
Primarily at the same time, so that's what they prefer.
Yeah.
There's a calendar if you'd like to go to a rally for either side.
They like to run them in together. How about that Virginia gun thing happening in 3 days?
Dude, so in Shenandoah County, where I hailed, there was I believe 1,500 people rallied there and showed up. And there are all these different private Facebook groups that are being started, I'm sure, by people I know that are like, I can't even think of what they're called, but, basically they're for gun right. They want to keep it going, which is, I own 20,000 weapons because I like to make sure that I have one under every couch cushion in my house, just in case I'm sitting here or here or here when Batman breaks in or whoever comes to get you. But seriously though, you really do. I get it. I see both sides. If you've ever lost a family member or something, it's horrendous. I'm sure I could not imagine the level of pain and the level of fury that you would have towards guns after that. I can't even, it's not even, you know what I mean? It's non-disputable. But then also it's like, you and I have always grown up shooting guns for fun. Like not at each other most times, thank God.
At each other's feet.
At our feet, BB guns. We used to shoot each other BB guns all the time. So that's why you don't give kids actual guns, because they will shoot each other. But yeah, just target plinking, as they say in the gun world. Just target shooting. Man, there's nothing more fun than taking like 500 or 1,000 rounds of probably 22 ammo, because you can't afford to shoot anything else these days because they made the damn ammo so high. But man, go out and just shoot your fingers raw. It's so much fun. And you get good. We were good. We were pigeon snipers.
We conch boys at heart, and we come at it from a different place. But we
Yeah.
can definitely see the side of those. Guns are bad, sure. But I'll tell you, they're here to stay.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Sorry, guys. Move to Australia if you don't like them. They're not taking them away. It's not going to happen because what I'm concerned of, honestly. So with these rallies, the whole point is they're like, hey, we can, we had 1,500 people show up in Shenandoah County. It was all good. But I'm telling you, I bet you could cut the tension with a fucking knife. I didn't go. You're not going to catch me dead at one of those fucking things, because when someone else who's on the other side shows up with their gun and decides to open up on these people, see ya. I'm not going to be there.
That's for sure.
I think it's horrible. I hope they just somehow these things like this threat of World War III, which I am so ignorant to, I'm not even going to talk about. But like
Civil War?
Yeah. Well, no, the Civil War thing's here in America. But then this thing with Iran or whatever's going on, apparently Trump did this address, whatever it was. I know so little about it that
I don't follow it either. It bores me to death.
Yeah. Scares the shit out of me, though. My little brother was texting me some stuff about it, and I was like, man, you got to quit sending me this stuff. I can't deal with this.
That's why we don't live in that world. We live in our own little fantasy worlds, and everything's good in ours.
Yeah.
We're trying to spread that around.
Everything's good, man. Glass is half full.
Mine's almost empty. I'm shaking in my boots here.
The reason why he didn't want to drink in a clear glass is because he didn't want to, spoiler alert, that he's actually still drinking really heavily.
It's not
and
true.
You'd be able to tell. Sorry, Aunt Millie. The
It's
boy's
not
a damn
true.
drunk. He's a damn drunk.
No, I walked directly away from it, and my beautiful gal pal, I think she half suspects that I'm probably still like a closet drunk. Like I say goodnight to her at like 1 a.m. and then I just like drink a bottle before I pass out. But it's not the case.
No, it really is, and I will give you, because I know that I'm an incredible liar, and people typically take my word over yours, even if you're telling the truth and I'm lying for some reason. I think it's long hair. You look unreliable.
Yeah.
But yeah, that must be a thing. That's why no one trusts hippies.
And for good reason.
They're such nice, sweet people, and chances are they got some weed on them. But yeah, so I forget my main point there.
I
But
really have quit.
You really have quit. That's the main point.
I'm not saying it's for good, and I'm still a huge supporter of alcohol, and I'm gonna finally get hunkering down on the Apps for Alcoholics footage and weightlifting programs, because I had some of the best gains in my life while drinking maybe 8 to 17 drinks a day.
And that is not an exaggerated number.
No.
I was a little worried about you for a while.
Yeah.
Because you were like living in a bus down by the river, drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels a day. And I'm like, Ben, for the amount of money you spend on Jack Daniels a month, you could probably afford to get your bus fixed. You wouldn't have to live by the river anymore.
Maybe even get a house.
Probably could have paid the rent somewhere for sure.
Yeah. So I'm not an alcohol hater. I'm not an AA guy by any stretch. I think it's great. I just said that I wasn't going to do it anymore, and I like to try to prove that I could put my mind to things and do them. And that's why we're in Smashville. because we're going to get involved in the songwriting circuit.
Yeah.
And we're also going to do some artist development stuff. And we're going to make demos and music videos for the locals, affordably as well.
Hopefully. I'd like to just charge them to death. No.
That's fair, too.
No, but yeah, man. That's going to be fun, though, right? Well, if nothing else, too, in doing that, as far as like the video editing side of it and stuff that you're really skilled at, you'll be able to hone that skill set to a razor sharp edge, and your sword is going to be so sharp. You'll be able to cut yourself right into whatever existence you want.
It'll be very sharp and very long and wide.
Well, it's just like me until you said wide.
That's what you got?
Sharp and long, for sure. Like a spaghetti noodle.
Well, let's see it. That's why we're filming this thing.
I'll pull it out for you. See, it's already out, and you can't tell at certain angles because of how thin it is.
Yes.
But I call it my student driver, and I like to tell Jenna sometimes when I'm driving down the road, I like to unzip my zipper and pull that thing out and just let it sit on my lap, and I call it my student driver, and I just let him drive sometimes.
Nice.
Until the song "Jesus Takes the Wheel" comes on, then I immediately put it back. I'm like, nope, not in this car.
You feel guilty?
Horribly. Horribly.
So you're still a man of great Christian faith.
I would say, yeah, I would say so. Coming back around to it, I think I walked the dark path for a while, as many of us do. Well, really, I think it's all back, and I don't want to talk on this too long because I don't want to get emotional. But when Mommy passed away back in the day, man, you get angry. When you lose people that you're close to, you get angry. And you want to be angry at something or someone. 9 times out of 10, that's God. So yeah, man, I was pissed. I went as far away from the light as I could possibly go, other than actually being a Satanist, because that's just fucking stupid. Sorry, guys. If you worship Satan, it's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Not even saying it from a Christian perspective. It's just fucking dumb. Like, what are you looking forward to? Yeah, I can't wait to get burned in hell and have pineapple shoved up my ass.
It's
backwards.
counterculture, dude. You're not fucking edge enough to get it.
I might not be. That's how I know, too. I must be getting old. I'm not even old. Not even old. 32. 32 years young. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. The wife is a very faithful woman, and she always brings me back around.
Faithful. She was calling me honey earlier.
She did call you honey. Mm-hmm. I don't have to worry about you. You don't even live here yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Nashville
problem.
thing.
It's a Nashville thing.
Fucking.
It's a real problem.
I don't want to say hood rat.
She's got a real problem anyway, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with her to discipline her later. Off camera. And by the way, if you don't know me personally, guys, I love, and I'm sorry if you are in a domestic abuse situation, but I love to joke about domestic abuse. I love when we have people over here for Airbnb or in front of family or close friends. I love to say something so ignorant to my wife, and I always cock her a little smile, and sometimes I do it, the smile to where the other people can't see that I'm smiling. They're like, oh my God, Bo's a real son of a bitch, huh? I'm like, no, guys, you just don't get the joke.
You're a monster. Maybe
I love it.
Maybe we'll release some videos of you drunk trying to put wood in the fire, talking.
Oh man,
talking your shits.
Jenna's got my ass in her hand. Mm-hmm. I don't have a very big ass, as you might imagine, but yeah, she's got videos of me drunk, falling down the stairs, trying to put wood in the fire, trying to just on the other side of the room in a chair, thinking that the ground is the ocean and I can't get across without a rescue ranger.
Talking all kinds of shit along the way too.
Talking tongues, talking in my sleep. Mm-hmm. Walking in my sleep.
No, the angry at God thing. The only time I'm ever angry at God, well, it's most mornings, but
damn it, I woke up again.
Yeah, I wake up. Like, what am I doing in this rented room? But is when I'm tripping mushrooms and I get to that place where I realize that we're all one, and it's like you're stuck in this really bad place where everything is just a mirror reflecting, and you can predict everything that's going to happen, so there's no point in existing. And that's when you say, God, make it stop. I'll be good. I'll behave. Make it stop. Let me forget what I know, please. And then after a couple 100 years, it works. And you come back to a somewhat normal, functioning member of society. And
then the next day, you're right back at it on the mushrooms again.
Mm-hmm. I like to do something called Mushroom Sunday, where a couple Sundays a month, you just eat those mushrooms, you see what happens.
That sounds fun.
It's not bad.
In lieu of going to a traditional church,
yeah.
You have church in your head. No matter
there's
where
great
you are.
Spirituality in there. It's all in there.
I remember from my 20s, I had done mushrooms a bunch when I was a kid, but I have not in unfathomably long. Oh God, the whiskey's kicking in. Yeah, in a very long time, I haven't done mushrooms. Probably since I was like 20, honestly, because my dear friend Jesse Morgan, who many of people at home who will hopefully not listen to this, will know that he passed away. And he used to travel around with the rainbow people. And I don't mean the San Francisco gay community. I mean that he traveled around with the last real hippie family, I believe is what they call them. They would just do the festival circuit.
I went to one of those.
He would ride down the interstate with 10,000 hits of acid magnetized to the bottom of his pickup truck.
That's a good place for him.
Well, until the magnet fails and they fall off and you show up and they're like, hey, man, where's my drugs? And you're like, oh, I don't know. And they're like, okay, cool. We're going to cut your head off, put you on the internet, show you what happens when you steal from drug dealers.
Well, I hope that's not what happened.
No. He died of semi-natural causes.
Remember the first time I did
know.
LSD was with you. The first time I did all the drugs was with you.
Well, because I had read somewhere that giving someone LSD that has a propensity towards paranoid schizophrenia could possibly unlock it. And as we both know, I've been trying to ruin your life for 32 years now. So, you know.
You might have done it. We were 15 out by your mom's place in the field by the fire.
I remember that. Remember my little cousin Jake? I don't know if you remember this or not, Jake. You little sack of crap if you ever listen to this. But little sack of crap, too. He's like 280. Biggest human in our family. But yeah, so he was so young, and I had a little code word with my mom, and I was like, hey, if I'd send Jake in for a sweet tea, pour me a beer in a cup and send it out to the fire. I think I was like 13. Mom let me start drinking young. Maybe while I'm still drinking. But yeah, so yeah, Jake would always come up and be like, hey, Jake, go get me a sweet tea, will you? He'd run in. I'd make it 2 sweet teas this time. I'm really thirsty. Yeah, and this night we did the acid, huh? Sitting around the fire. I actually got that acid from Jesse Morgan. Come to think of it, it's the only person I ever knew that ever had it. I ate the eye of Jerry Garcia one time off of a paper, like a sheet of acid. It was a picture of Jerry Garcia, and I had his eyeball in the center of his eye.
I once ate at a festival, the first time I realized that I'm actually God, or maybe the third time. They all kind of blend in when you get to that place. But Bryce used to play in our band. He had like a science book, just random pages from a science book ripped out, and that's where he'd wrap it up in that. He gives me the one, I open it up, and it says 666 on it. By random chance, all over it. It was like something about article 666 or something within the book. So he just had that all over it. And I'm like, oh, that's funny, you know. I'm a cool guy. Like 666 acid, like, yeah, cool, like Satan.
God, that'd be the worst trip ever.
I had such a satanic trip.
I guarantee
really
it.
did.
That'd be horrendous.
I pissed myself just to prove that time was passing. The only reason I knew time was passing is I felt my pants and they were still wet. And this was in front of 20,000 people. And I was like, oh,
on
God,
stage.
time is passing. So I guess everything's going to be okay.
Dude, that's bizarre.
Nothing was ever okay.
I remember one time I had a trip go bad on me, and I was actually at my house. My mother was at the beach or something. I used to always wild out. Every time Mom would go to the beach, I'd throw these fucking crazy house parties. I was that jackass kid that did that. But I had put together this giant party at the house. And me and my buddy Chris, maybe I should keep his last name. Maybe I shouldn't say people's last names in case their relatives listen to stuff like this. But me and my friend Chris were sitting at the house, and we decided it would be a great idea to do some acid before the party. It was probably 2.5, 3 hours before the party kicked off. I remember it was raining really hard. And I took this acid, we both did, and I didn't know it was kicking in. You know, you never think it's kicking in. You're like, wait, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm fucking high as shit. So we were standing out on the porch, and it was raining, and we were just like, I was running my foot in circles in the rain. It was like making mud. And I said like dirt circles, and he and I just lost it. Like that's the thing I really did. I don't promote doing drugs to people, but man, I had some of the best times of my life on acid when I was a kid. I think I was just in the right spot for it mentally. But it, man, that dirt circles thing, we laughed so hard. And then I went inside, and Mom had, in the dining room, there was a mirror on this wall and a mirror on this wall. So like I walked in, I looked at this mirror, and then saw the reflection of this mirror, reflection of this mirror, reflection of this mirror. And I remember I stood there for like a half an hour. I got lost in these fucking mirrors, million miles deep and tripping. And then it turned bad on me.
Well, ain't it kind of symbolic of life?
Well, it really was like, what's that damn, that's what we need the Googling thing for. The space movie, a newer space movie, and it's not the one with Brad Pitt, not that Astra.
Interstellar?
Yes. Yeah, where they have the scene where they go into like the fibers of what the universe is made up, and it's kind of the, what's the damn theory? I need to take my lion's mane mushroom. My brain ain't worth a damn today. But the infinite galaxy theory, the infinity theory, or whatever they say, where like in order for this to exist, like everything has to be possible. Meaning that, you know, up until this point in infinity, you've lived the exact same life or an infinite number of different lives that could have all led you to this point, or all an infinite amount of different directions, up to you sitting there chewing on your finger, deciding to drop it now or not drop it. Or you pick up the guitar and do a backflip off the couch, or
which
not.
I can do.
Well, Steve-O's our guest next week, so he'll be in here doing backflips all over fucking everything, I'm sure.
That'd be cool. We'll do them together.
with his little wiener out. But yeah, so anyway, the trip, I had got lost in the mirrors, Interstellar, and then it turned bad on me, and I went upstairs. My friend Chris decided for some reason he was going to play Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, which I've never was a huge like Pink Floyd fan. I feel like I really respected the man's guitar playing, and obviously I've listened to a shitload of it because we all smoked ourselves to death as teenagers growing up. But I wasn't like I was like a Skynyrd fan, like a Zeppelin fan. I wasn't like a Pink Floyd fan. But man, I laid in that bed and he played that shit. I thought I was dying. Mm-hmm. And then the party happened. Oh, this is the best part. The party happened. I couldn't get out of bed. And I was tripping and thinking that I was in a hospital. And in groups of like 2 or 3, everyone from the party would come up and they would talk to me. They're like, "Hey, Bo, how you doing?" I'm like, "Well."
Kind of condolences for you?
Yeah, exactly. Like they were saying goodbye like I was dying. And I was like, well, I'm hanging in there, you know, just hanging in there, just hoping for it, just hoping for it to get better.
I know that feeling so well.
It's so bad.
I was just there.
It's just, yeah, you were. You were just there. I haven't done drugs in a long time, though. I will tell you one that interests me, DMT. Have you ever done that?
Not enough to actually feel it.
Dimethyltryptamine. Well, you know what? This kid that worked for me, he told me, I've heard different things from different people. And this kid told me, he said you're supposed to hit it until you feel like you're dying. Because that's how you actually get over and you face your death. And because that's like the whole thing of it is you face your death and then you're free after that, I guess, to grow and become a better version of yourself.
Been there, done that.
Right? But a lot of people I've talked to, they're like, yeah, I hit it once. He told me, he's like, usually I can hit it like 3 times before I start feeling it. He's like, and it takes me. He said, I've never not gotten through, and that's how I do it. I'm like, man, it sounds rough.
Maybe we'll do it on the podcast, like episode 1010 or something.
Maybe. I'm afraid to do drugs anymore. I really am. I feel like I've gotten my brain into a spot where I'm really happy with it, and I'm afraid if I do something like that, it's going to fuck me up. It's going to take me in a different direction.
I feel that way too, but you keep coming back to the same place. That's what I've learned after my last 2 really intense trips. I'm like, I'll never be the same again. I'm right back to the same.
Really?
Even the next morning, I'm like, everything's so beautiful. Look at that squirrel. I'm a changed man. 30 minutes later, you're cussing in traffic.
Yeah. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, life is life. If we haven't lost our minds by now, I don't think we're going to.
There's still hope.
Maybe.
There's always hope. Here's to hoping, kid. Jenna, speaking of traffic, has driven me every time we've left this house since I've lived in Nashville. I've lived here 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I have driven 2 times. Once I drove to the store to get a 6-pack, and I drove to the town building or whatever the other day to get my tags on my truck. But other than that, I literally have not driven since I've been in this town.
I have driven 5 to 8 hours a day every day since I've been here. For Lyft and Uber.
How crazy is it that you and I are living such parallel but opposite lives? And before, all I did was drive. When I was driving a tractor trailer, and you were basically riding around the country.
But I wasn't driving. It was great.
Playing shows for loose women and men, especially loose men. But yeah,
typically loose men that listen to jazz fusion.
I would say. You gotta be a cool cat, Daddy-O.
Yeah.
Know what they call them? Is that the Daddy-O thing? Is that the jazz thing? Is that where they came from? Like old kind of caricatures of jazz musicians and fans? Hey,
but jazz isn't cool like that anymore, man.
Tell you what, you gotta be a hell of a musician to play it, seems like.
To play it right.
It's out of my league. That's why I play pop country.
Well, we've taken it easy. We're more worried about the songs now.
Well, and it's kind of suits with our childhood. I feel like I listened to a bunch of Blink-182 and stuff, as did you. Probably 2 of our favorite bands as teenagers when we initially learned guitar, like 11 through 15. I still love Blink-182, by the way, so you can kiss my ass if you don't like them. They're great. Them. But I feel like country music is basically kind of those same song structures.
Oh yeah.
But using full cowboy chords instead of power chords.
Yep. It's
Slowed
always
down.
like the same progression.
Yeah. Speaking of progression, no. Say here's a word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
What did we say we were going to talk about? How about vaping? Anybody out there got a vaping addiction? I got a new thing, hashtag vape without ceasing, because I can't go a minute without hitting this thing,
Really?
basically.
So when I had those vape shops, I had the 2 vape shops, right?
Where was I then?
Well, yeah, where were you? Because I could have really used a customer like you. Damn guys. Tell you the problem with this thing with the vape shops, and I have nothing but I'm gonna say respect for the homeless community, but I sympathize very deeply with anyone that's having a hard time in their life, and they're actually, say you get to that level where you're fully homeless. Like, I sympathize, man. You got my heart. I'm sure it's fucking rough.
Well, luckily, I mean, unfortunately, they have no way of listening to this.
Well, luckily or unfortunately, yeah, it's both. But yeah, so my vape shop was very close to a homeless shelter, and I had like a lounge in it. So I was just like, hey, anyone that wants can come in and hang. Well, it was full of homeless people all day, every day, which I felt great about. It was warming for the heart. But then none of the customers.
How did it smell?
People that would come in, it smelled like a vape shop full of homeless people.
Like blueberry and ass?
As you can imagine. Blueberry ass. But yeah, as you can imagine, though.
Watermelon and taint?
The richy riches of the world back then, because I feel like vaping was kind of like a falutin thing until it started getting made fun of. And they started calling, what do they call those things for guys? They call them like mouth dildos or something. They started calling those vape sticks, guys making fun of them. But yeah, so my paying customers would not come in because they didn't like the homeless and they're asking them for money and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, the vaping thing, fucking rough business to be in these days, I bet, unless you're one of these giant companies that hit it big off the bat. I thought I was going to hit it big. I opened up 2 locations in a year and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm rich. Nope, sure didn't happen like that.
The thing is, they're so addictive. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Way more addictive than the cigarettes.
Well, the thing is, I guess that was what I was coming back around to. I never got addicted to them. I always dipped snuff.
Yeah.
Finally, thank God, that's the one thing I've finally been able to put down is dipping snuff. I haven't dipped that shit. I swear I don't think I've dipped in 5 or 6 years.
How's your cigarette habit?
Pretty good. Pretty healthy.
Ready for one?
2 or 3 packs a day, normally, on a light day. Maybe a carton on a heavy day. No, I only smoke when I drink. Mm-hmm. And I only drink when I'm lonely. I'm lonely all the time.
Yeah.
No, I smoke like I would say maybe 2 cigarettes every 2 days. Maybe 1 cigarette a day. Unless I'm like out drinking and partying and having a good time. Then maybe I'll put some down. I will say, man, it's helped my singing voice exponentially. And I know that seems counterproductive. Do your own research. But
people used to say that to me. They'd say, you smoke, but you're a singer and all this. I'd say, have you ever heard of Ray Charles? You ever heard of Etta James, Frank Sinatra? Like all the best singers through all the time smoked cigarettes endlessly.
Freaking Dustin's ass, my homeboy Dustin. One of my better friends, my best friend, actually my lifelong best friend other than you. But he smokes like a fucking chimney stack.
Makes you a better singer. I'm sorry to throw it out there to the kids.
Yeah. And he's one of the best singers I know.
You got to smoke more cigarettes if you want to sing better.
Yeah. If you want to sing better, you got to start drinking liquor and you got to start smoking cigarettes. It's the only way on this. And
Should we each sing a song?
You have to balance it. I'm not singing shit. I've been singing for like 5 days.
Well, you reminded me of my song, I Don't Drink Until 5.
I like that. You can play that.
I'm going to do it. If we have to cut it out because the mic doesn't pick it up properly, that's what we'll do.
Yeah. In the future, we're going to mic these guitars and make everything really nice.
I'm going to get into something a little more comfortable.
Let's slip into something. Oh, and a nice Gold's Gem shirt.
Yeah.
Little do you all know, he actually only works out at Planet Fitness. He just tries to pretend like he's cool and goes to Gold's.
But I used to work out at Gold's.
Back in the 80s, right? With Ferrigno?
Correct. Cool. So how's it go? I never had a heartbreak that I couldn't outdrink, that I couldn't outdrink. I never had a sure thing I couldn't outthink, that I couldn't outthink. I never had a true love that I couldn't talk myself right out of. I don't drink until 5. Wait till 6 to say what I'm thinking. Sometimes get high, but only smoke when I'm drinking. Only drink when I'm fighting the hangover. Can't count the times, but it beats being sober. I don't lie awake at night, begging God for forgiveness. I just bide my time, mind my own damn business. What's good for you ain't good for me. What's bad for you ain't bad for me.
Singer-songwriter solo?
I never had a sure thing. Yep. We're going to do a segment called Singer-Songwriter Solo. We noticed a lot of the singer-songwriters in Nashville, they like trading solos, and they're typically really bad. Get it up on that mic.
This is a typical singer-songwriter solo. That would have been in there. Sorry, I can't even play bad for you if I try.
You can do it, you can do it. I never had a daydream that I couldn't sleep through, but I couldn't sleep through you, no, no. I never made a dollar that I wouldn't give up, that I wouldn't give to you, no, no. I finally found a true love that I can't talk myself right out of. I don't drink until 5, wait till 6 to say what I'm thinking. Sometimes get high, but only smoke when I'm drinking. Only drink when I'm fighting the hangover. Can't count the times, but it beats being sober. I don't lie awake at night, begging God for forgiveness. I just bide my time, mind my own damn business. What's good for you ain't good for me. What's bad for you ain't bad for me. What's good for you ain't good for me. What's bad for you ain't bad for me.
God, that was
That's fun. I wish
like
you'd
that.
do one.
I wish I could think of one. I wish I could think of a song. Boy, I've only written like 2 or 3 songs this decade.
I think, you know, as kissing cousins, and we've both been teaching each other guitar licks and things since we were 12 years old. We took it very seriously, didn't we?
Oh, my God.
We were pretty damn good at the guitar by 14.
Music used to depress me when I was a kid, man. I took it so seriously. But then I was like, I don't know. It's one of those things that you can love all your life, but you don't get paid for how much you love something. And people tell you that bullshit. It's a fucking lie. If you love something, just do it. You'll make a living out. Well, guess what? You're not going to make any fucking money playing music. I guess unless you move to a small town, play covers. You make a good living like that.
I've made money doing the bars and things, but we're trying to make lots of money.
Yeah, but you're working 200 days a year. I want to work like 30 days a year.
I don't want to work.
That's what I mean.
Anything.
Anything ever? Ooh.
I don't ever want another fucking microphone in my face.
Me either. I'm into this podcast right now.
I would aim that down a little bit so I can try to pick up more of each of you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you think about that?
That's probably great.
A nice split. Old fan classic. My roots. Bobby's on probation and he can't leave the house. Peggy's husband's late at work, she's on the way over right now. Bobby's got a 12-pack, he's cleaning up double wide. Peggy's got her black dress, drinking ain't the only thing on her mind. I smell trouble in the trailer park tonight. Tonight we'll get together, everybody, after dark. Just grab a chair, I'll see you there in the parking lot of the trailer park. Everybody gets on fine, long as everybody does their part. You don't know nobody won't start trouble in the trailer park. Guitar solo. That's a real songwriter solo there. I'm gonna remember lines this time. Jimmy's got some cocaine and he's gonna cut some lines. He's making lots of money and ain't working much overtime. The sheriff's on the front porch, she's knocking on the front porch door. Jimmy's in the bathroom, flushing cocaine down the toilet bowl. I smell trouble in the trailer park tonight. Tonight we'll get together, everybody, after dark. Just grab a chair, I'll see you there in the parking lot of the trailer park. Everybody gets on fine, long as everybody does their part. You don't know nobody wanna start trouble in the trailer park. 2 out of 3, ain't bad. I almost fucked up laughing at that. Joanna's turning 18, but she's looking like a perfect 10. And Chester's turning 30, and he just got out the pen. Joanna's sending signal, she's messing with Chester's mind. Chester's going back to jail to do a little overtime. And I smell trouble in the trailer park tonight. Who needs a microphone when you're just louder than sin always? Tonight we'll get together, everybody, after dark. And just grab a chair, I'll see you there in the parking lot of the trailer park. And Jimmy's got the cocaine and Bobby's got the beer. And I Peggy Sue should take care of you, for husband ain't nowhere near. Everybody gets on fine, long as everybody does their part. Don't nobody won't start, yeah, trouble in the trailer park. Well,
there we go.
You know, I don't even mind messing up the chords at the end because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and I think it's nice to, as music people, to do music within the program.
Yeah.
So how about them?
I like that solos.
Them singer-songwriter solos.
Well, I can tell that just you in general, you must really, really be working on your solo skills because, boy, that's a lot better than last time I heard you play.
I don't know about that.
Oh, fuck me. That's funny.
Since I befriended the greatest living guitar player, I've just given up on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
No point.
There really is no point. Mm-mm. If you know Danny Verbeen, and you might because he's got quite a few fans out there, then you also realize that there's no point in playing, learning, or carrying around a guitar case and even thinking about doing guitar.
Don't try to get better because you won't get as good as him, so there's just no point.
Don't even pick the damn thing up. There's enough of us out here anyway. You know what you should learn how to play? Mandolin. There's not very many mandolin players out there. Yeah. Small instrument, easy. You can take it in your carry-on. You know what I mean?
I think we need
Mandolin.
more piano shredders too. We need more great piano players.
Those are bitches to carry around, though, you know? You got to carry an amp with you. That poor keyboard player that came over here the other day, I was like, hey, man, you need to help me ham something? He's like, nah, I'm cool. We had to take like 4 trips in and out of the car to bring all this shit in here. That sucks. So I picked this lazy man's instrument right here.
We could also maybe help design keyboards that fold up into small, almost maybe pocket-sized.
Oh, great. Now you gave it away. I've been working my whole life on that idea.
Well,
Pocket-sized keyboards.
It's a race. May the best man win.
Yeah. Well, bring it, guys, because I got 10 years of research in macro keyboards. Macro and micro keyboarding, and it's 2 different styles of keyboard. Your macro is not quite as small as micro. You know, micro, you could misplace on accident. You're like,
And there goes a $4,000 keyboard.
Gotta buy another fucking $4,000 micro keyboard. Who's the jackass that invented these things? And I'm just sitting in my mansion,
We need to build in
swimming
like
in money.
at least for the price you're going to pay for these things, build in like a pager or like a little beep, make a little beep sound. You hit an app on your phone. And
I don't want them to be able to find it. Here's
when they're
the key.
gone, they're gone.
It only beeps once a day. So if you find it, or you can pay for the subscription for it to beep 5 times a day, and it's $50 a month, $10 a beep. So
That's smart.
that's where they get you. You know what I found out here in Nashville? This is some bullshit. I don't know how many of you out there are homeowners, but here they charge you for storm water. Storm water. Water from the sky. I have to pay a fee when it rains because they have to dispose of the rainwater. And I explained to them, I said, I don't live anywhere near the city. And they're like, well, what about roads? I said, my driveway is a fucking mile long. None of my water is getting to the road. I promise you. It sinks out here in the field. For sure.
So you try to protest them.
I'm going to. I literally have it written on my to-do list. I'm like, I'm going to figure out when this law was put in place, who the jackass was that put it in there. I'm going to drive by their house, shit in their mailbox, and then I'm going to come home and cross it off my to-do list. And then I might write a petition. I might write a letter or something, but I'll probably write it under your name so I don't get kicked out of this place.
That's fine.
It doesn't really matter if they throw you out, but if they throw me out, I'm going to be heartbroken. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
Have to go to Colorado and start smoking the weeds.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I wish I could smoke weed, man. It makes me dumber than a fucking box of nickels.
It makes me like really everything. I go into trip like schizophrenic mode. Everything is like talking to me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Everything's taking me to this place where it's like God's speaking to me. I feel like I become Buddhist Ben.
Buddha Ben? I thought you were Bad Ben before.
I used to be bad Ben.
Now
When
you're Buddha Ben.
That's when I'm drinking. But when I'm smoking, I'm Buddha Ben.
Interesting.
Zen Ben. Boy Wonder Ben.
You are kind of fat. I hate to body shame you.
Well, now that I've cut the booze out, I've been eating real food again.
Yeah.
And it's different process in that.
That's really gross. Velveeta, that's the secret to my success.
Well,
You want to get a body like this, you eat a lot of Velveeta, box at a time.
Well, you got a nice body, and you just got back in the gym, and you take steroids. Also,
Don't take steroids.
you take legal steroids.
I don't work out either. I'm in the gym. I've been in the gym 2 times this year. 2020, new year, new me. 2020 vision. I'm going to get a 20-pack abs, 20 packs of beer I hear are coming out soon, which is great. But yeah, I'm going to start working out again. And as you said the other day, next time you see me, you're not even going to recognize me because I'm going to be so fucking yoked.
Same.
How'd that ever come up? Yoked. I'm getting fucking yoked,
Because
bro.
you eat all them fucking eggs to get all yoked.
Oh my God, it's got to be from that, right?
I don't know.
It's got to be. Are
I'm
they saying
feeling pretty
like,
yoked.
don't oxen wear yokes to pull things with? So it's like maybe I'm going to get as big, as strong as an ox, so I'm getting yoked. I'm getting so fucking big that they're going to let me pull carts around.
That could be.
I bet there's history in that. I love looking up the origin of things.
I could look it up now if you
look it
can.
up. Look up the history of yoked, if you could even find that.
Jamie, pull up
No way.
origin of yoked.
Jamie, look that shit up. You know what's really funny? We should find a producer, and the only qualification is that they have to be named Jamie.
Yeah. I'm into that. If there's any Jamies out there,
Any Jamies out there that live in the Nashville area and you want to work long hours for free, hit us up. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not fucking paying you anything, and you can't have any of my liquor, and you can't have any of Ben's coffee. But you can sit around and watch us get yoked.
well, I can't find any real There's a Wiktionary, the yoked oxen. I don't know about that.
Origin of bro yoked saying.
Origin of bro. They're spelling it Y-O-K-E-D. I thought there was an L in there.
No, I think ignorant asses just say yoked. It's yoke.
It's all to be in a state of extreme muscular fitness derived from either the word yoke, a wooden beam placed between two testosterone-filled oxen that allow them to pull massive loads, or yolk, the yellow protein-filled center of an egg. So it's right there. We already had it.
I don't even know why I ever looked anything up.
I know. We don't even probably need
I already know the answer to damn near everything.
We don't even need a Jamie, do we?
Not the correct answer, but I can get you pretty damn close.
Yeah,
I think just based off reading all the stupid books I've read. Harry Potter, basically, just over and over again.
Harry Twatter.
But you read Harry Potter, or its porno parody, Harry Twatter, over and over again that many times, and you're going to get some knowledge.
No doubt.
Expelliarmus! And if you're a Harry Potter fan, that just gave you a little chuckle, because that's a real line from the movie. That's a real spell.
What's it do?
I took your wand away.
You did?
Yeah, that's what that is. I'm pretty sure that's how they take the wands away. What a fucking dork. I read that when I was 11 years old, and I still remember it. That's why my brain's such garbage.
Well, you're into that fantasy shit.
Well, fantasy.
You're living a fantasy.
BDSM, whatever. Everything, basically.
We don't kink shame on this.
No kink shame. If you're kinky, call my Aunt Hinky. That's what we always used to say. You're feeling kinky, call Aunt Hinky. That's Jake's mom.
we said that? She's a very godly woman.
Well, we didn't say it, but we do now. I'm going to put her phone number at the, where, guys? In the information. If you click information for the podcast, it'll have all the information. So we'll put Aunt Hinky's phone number in there. You can call her up if you're feeling kinky.
So we don't even know how to make this a podcast, how to put it on like a website or something? Or...
Dude, I do. And
really?
Fuck a website, because you don't need that right now. Oh, yeah. It's easy.
What are you going to do? Tell the people if they might want to start podcasts too.
Well, first you got to buy yourself 2 of these expensive fucking microphones.
You don't have to get these, but these are...
No, you can get any microphones.
These are great for everything.
You talk me into getting one of these.
The SM7, I think all you music boys out there and girls...
Nerds.
Yeah, you all know about this mic.
Fucking nerds.
I've done entire fucking albums with this mic.
It's true.
I use it on a kick, on a snare, on the cymbals, on the voice, on the... You name it.
You've been on The Voice?
I'm not. Tomorrow's my first audition, actually.
Oh, you're going to go with my girl that's staying at Airbnb. She's here to audition for The Voice.
Ave Maria. Yesterday I was driving and I saw Ave Maria by Aaron Neville came on. I said, is this a fucking joke? And it's like, Ave Maria. I can't really do the Bee Gees impression, but it was really something.
I like that.
About halfway through, I was like, this isn't as bad as you kind of just let it happen.
I'm going to do... My town smaller than your town. I got a bigger fucking bass on my wall.
I'm not familiar.
It's Hardy, man.
So we're gonna both go do the voice.
You don't know anything about Nashville if you don't know who fucking Hardy is.
We're doing the voice tryouts tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's why I'm drinking liquor tonight. So I always get that silky smooth bass voice when I drink that liquor.
Oh, you get it. So you really do know how to put this on the internet.
Yeah.
And then we're also gonna put it on.
You can upload it from your phone if you want to be a real jackass, but if you want to do it right, you have to do it on the computer.
So because we got to put the video and the audio together.
Well, that's what you're going to do. Oh, great. We do have to hire somebody. We don't know how to do that, do we?
I can put the video and the audio together, no problem.
So we're going to do that.
That's what I do.
You're going to cut out all the scenes of me fucking up on the guitar. That'll be great. And then we'll do a separate clip called Bo fucking up on the guitar. We'll do a mashup over the course of like this month or the next 2 months, and we'll have about 150 clips of me forgetting what I'm doing halfway through it.
I like that.
We'll go, yeah, just Bo's fuck ups. That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do Ben's fuck ups, and it'll just be you living, sitting on the couch.
Yeah, because there won't be any musical mistakes.
Yeah, no musical mistakes, just breathing and living.
And when you play 200 shows a year,
yeah, well,
you tend not to fuck up.
I'm right there with you, sister. I mean, I'm in. Let's see, what day is it of January? 17th. Mm-hmm. How many shows we played?
We probably played out even together 4-ish times.
Not a bad start.
And I played a couple alone, and you have as well.
So safe to say maybe 8 shows?
I'd say as long as
17
we play
days?
over 150 a year, I think it'll keep us sharp between the years.
Pretty good on track for that. And in between, by the way, we've been doing band practice things. And we've had, well, not you specifically, but me specifically. I've had a little band practice thing the other night, try to get a group of boys together. I had a co-write, and I've got several co-writes scheduled. So it's kind of but not that those take up a whole lot of your musical fortitude, but it's still good practice.
Do you want to give one secret of songwriting per episode? We already gave up 1,000 for those of you that missed the last, decade of this
episodes.
program.
You should have been a professional songwriter by now.
I know. I left the hard drive in my fucking bus, and it got rat and raccoon infested, and they chewed right through the hard drive. What is it?
What's a raccoon?
Raccoon.
Is that a dessert?
I guess I was visualizing it as I was saying it, and it made it harder to say. But yeah, we've already given out, I guess, 1,000 tips each.
Free.
But now we're going to start over. You can reuse them.
Yeah.
Maybe a songwriting. Give us just one little tip. Do you know anything about songwriting?
I think that I don't really know anything about songwriting. I've only written 2 or 3 songs today. So I would say, I don't know, man. I feel like, I honestly swear to God, I don't think you can learn how to songwrite. I think you can pretend to learn how to songwrite, but I think it's a fucking skill that your brain either understands or does not understand. And it's for me, luckily or unluckily, I just am able to write songs. I don't know how. I don't know why. Some people can play basketball really well. Some people are really good at math. Some people can roller skate backwards. I can write songs. Don't know why. Don't know how.
I can do all that shit that you just named.
But you can't write songs.
Yeah. I think, we might be a little bit out of the loop because we've been doing it since we were 12. So maybe we just
We didn't have to learn the methods. There's a book that Dustin gave me a long time ago because he doesn't know how to read. So anytime someone gives him a book, he just gives it to me.
Has you kind of
By the way, Dustin, I want my fucking George Jones book back, you ass. I know you're not reading it. I don't want you using it on your bum when you run out of toilet paper. It's a great novel.
But he might be having someone read it to him.
He might be having his wife read it to him. God bless you, Kristen, for dealing with that son of a bitch.
So your one songwriter tip is, if you don't have it, just give up?
Just give up.
Okay. I'm going to do mine. Try to create an original, interesting rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
And then you create this little puzzle for yourself, and it might take a while.
And then people are like, I don't get it. I don't see it. Where's the rhyme at?
They're like, it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't rhyme. You say, wait for it.
Here's the tip. If you can't write a song that rhymes, then quit. Because I don't fucking come in here and try to say that you're super artsy fartsy and the song doesn't need to rhyme. Fuck you. Yes, it does. If you want to be on the radio, your shit better have some pattern, rhyme, or reason behind it. Has to, right?
I considered writing this
song. It can be
song.
new. Like you're saying, be new.
How about a song where you keep on setting up for such an obvious rhyme, and then instead of landing on the obvious rhyme, you go to a completely different rhyme, but it was so obvious what it should have been, and you keep following that pattern all the way through.
You mean like, and my stomach is sick, and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now she takes off her dress. Now
no, that all rhymes.
No, he's supposed to say dick. And my stomach is sick, it's all in my head, but she's touching his dick. He says head instead of dick.
See, I never thought it would have been dick.
Oh, no, that's the obvious rhyme pattern through the whole song.
Because I just hear chest now, dress now, best now, west now.
So that's a good song because it creates 2 rhyme patterns, and that's hard to do. It is what's damn near impossible, I think, is to carry 2 rhyme patterns throughout a song, which I love to try to do. It's super fun, like 2 separate different ones, and also have a chorus that is repeatable 3 times, which obviously the chorus is always repeatable 3 times, but have it relevant to the situation. Yeah, have it mean a different thing each time it's said.
That's the country thing,
word.
Isn't it?
That's the best though, man. I love that. I'll tell you another little trick. Trick. Can't say the word trick. Been tricking all my life. But it's,
it ain't tricking if you got it.
It's fun to, if you have a hook line, to try to start your chorus and end your chorus with that hook line. And it's hard to do, and to have it to be authentic and make sense. Because if you do too much, it's bullshit. You know, a big hook at the end is obviously the main thing. You can't do it with every song. You're going to get called, somebody's going to call bullshit on you if you do anything too much. But if you can classily start a song and end a song, I mean, as far as the chorus words with the same part, I love when it turns around and goes right back into itself. You ever done that?
Give an example.
I'm trying to think of it. I'm writing one right now.
Hello, Heartbreak.
Okay. So there's a song, the Cowboy Come Over. Cowboy Come Over. I'm headed home. Got a bottle of bourbon. Don't make me drink it alone. When she's feeling frisky, I'll dial it in a whiskey. She leans in a little bit closer and says, Cowboy Come Over. You steal those words, I'll fucking sue you, by the way.
Who, me?
You. No, anyone listening. Those are my words. I made them. can't say cowboy, over, or come. Those are all my words.
Cowboy overcome.
Cowboy overcome. I like that. Did you make that chord up?
That's a G. It's a big G. That's actually our intro song for the podcast.
Call it Big G. Oh, you know what I was thinking? A fun thing. We'll do a quick guitar lesson as well. So one of my favorite chords to use. Oh, that's a nice. Did you come up with that?
We just got pulled off YouTube.
Yeah, we did. This is my favorite thing, and I did make this up. This is an F U. It's my favorite chord. And if you're playing and you're not getting the response you want, play F U.
U.
It's harder than it looks.
When you're ever on stage, do you ever feel like all of a sudden you have a weird connection with random people, and sometimes you're playing chords where it looks like you're doing the middle finger, and you go out of your way to try not to do the middle finger because you feel like they might be thinking you're doing the middle finger to them, total strangers?
I love to throw the bird.
Or am I just a schizophrenic kid again?
No, I love actually things that would seemingly make other people uncomfortable because I'm just like, it's an inside joke. And if they don't get it, fuck them. But I really like, I think it's so silly because it's not like an aggressive fuck them thing, but it's like, I'm just silly. I'm just silly 24/7.
Would you say you have a lot of love in your heart?
I have a heart full of gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to, man. Yeah, because well, for one, I don't kill things. I will take a spider out of my house and put it outside. My
Same.
wife will jump up and down on it with cleats on because she doesn't care about spiders or our hardwood floors. But
we both stopped killing all things around the same time because we killed so many pigeons. Pigeons.
Pigeons.
It was a genocide out there at the farm. And one day, I think it just dawned on us, wow, these are living things. This is not okay. And then, now we don't do it.
My mom's the real monster. She's the one that bought me. Actually, I believe your mother got you a BB gun first for Christmas, so maybe she's the origin of evil.
That's bold.
Yeah, you guys lived in New Jersey. What the hell did you need a gun for? You lived in a fucking cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Well, we shot out how many hundreds of windows?
Sparky told me it cost him $20,000 to replace the windows in the barn that we shot out when we were kids. So we shot out $20,000 worth of windows, if you were ever interested in that, and put, I believe, another $10,000 worth of damage into the tin roof of the barn with the spiked pellets that went through the metal. Mm-hmm. That was us. But sorry, Sparky.
But yeah, that is an interesting thing. Neither of us kill even spiders anymore. You got a snake infestation. What are you going to do about that? Are you going to kill the snakes? Or are you going to humanely?
I'm going to go up there and I'm going to disguise myself as a mouse and I'm going to lay on the ground. And when they come, they're ball pythons. So we all know they are reticulated, or they're constrictors rather, sorry. They constrict their food. So when I feel it wrapping around me, I'm going to carefully locate the head. Right here, just grab it.
Get a hand on it.
Just get a hand on it so it can't bite me. You know, it'll probably be right here on my chest or something. Because mice sleep on their back. I'll probably be sleeping. I'll grab it right here. I'm going to take it, gently remove it. I'm going to turn it outside over on the neighbor's property.
Yeah, get it over the fence at least.
I did that before. My other house had a snake in it. Mm-hmm. By the way, my worst fucking nightmare is a snake in my house.
And you're living through it.
I can't seem to get away from them. They follow me. Lucifer, leave me alone. But yeah, there was a snake. Jenna started screaming one day. There was snow on the ground. I braved up and I caught this damn snake. I took it outside and I threw it out in the snow. And it was so cold. It was just laying there and it wouldn't move. And this is how you know that I have love in my heart. As badly as I want every snake on earth to not ever take another breath, I went out there, I grabbed the fucking snake, I carried it all the way across the yard, big yard, put it in the barn, said, here you go. But it was my neighbor's barn. So I figured, I was like, here, you're not my problem anymore, you're his.
But you still kept it alive.
Yeah, and now all of his livestock died because he's so afraid of snakes he won't go in to feed them anymore, so they all starved to death. So it's a happy ending after all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some circle of life type stuff.
Circle of life.
It's the wheel of fortune.
Man, maybe I should audition. I don't know any words. Can I take a sack of notes in with me?
You can, and you can also just make sound. You don't have to even say words.
I like that.
That sounds really good.
Thanks. It's the acoustics in here. I mean these guitars, not the sound quality.
I hear it reverberating off of this nice Martin.
Whoop. Yeah, it's got good like a boop. You hear that? Hear that? That's my tongue slapping your ass from here.
Well, I guess I got to go Lyft drive all night.
Well,
keep food on the table.
I hope you pick up a serial killer and he follows you home.
I don't have a home.
Even better. He'll be following you for quite a while, won't he?
I hope he just hangs out in the car in the back seat.
Just say, hey, I don't really have anything going on, bud. You mind if I ride around with you all night? You seem like a nice guy. Mind if I ride around with you? Play with your hair a little bit? Maybe invite you back to a hotel? Sleep with you in front of a couple of my girlfriends? What if that happens? That'd be weird.
Again? Yeah, for that to happen twice in, 12 months would be pretty far out.
Far out, man.
Fat chance.
Far out, man.
Well, I think...
I love this.
We did... I think we talked...
We're going to keep this. We're going to keep doing this. I like this.
Yeah, they say the more you do something, you'll get better at it. So hopefully each week we can make more sense of everything.
Let's listen to it back and cut me fucking the guitar out twice, and we'll put it up right now.
Up now?
Sure.
What are you, nuts?
4 o'clock is when you're supposed to post things.
Well, it's 7. I guess it's around 4 in
if we could get it done,
California.
If we could get it done at 8, get it done by 8, it'd be a good time to put it up, actually, because everyone's home on their phone.
Do we have any closing? What do we close with the...
Oh, yeah.
The big G.
Well, in closing, I suppose we should do a thought of the day. And we'll close with our outro song, which is a lot like our intro song. It's called The Big G. Ben's a #1 hit. He wrote this for Garth Brooks way back in the day. Garth Brooks is actually my neighbor. So if you know where Garth Brooks lives, stay the hell away from my house. Closing thoughts of the day. Do you have any thoughts, any wisdom you'd like to drop on people?
No.
All right. That's good, wise thoughts from Ben DeLaurentis. I would like to just say that if you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl. All right.
Deep.
Kissing Cousins.
Kissing Cousins, episode 1001. Hey, try it again. I'll do a harmony.
We are kissing cousins. We are kissing cousins.
We are kissing cousins.
All right, let's try it. We are kissing cousins.
We'll work on it.
Let's do it. We gotta get it right.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
We are kissing cousins. I'm trying to do the harmony now. I heard you do it. It fucked me up. We're kissing cousins.
You do that one.
Cousins.
We are
Kissing cousins. One more time. We